Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Morning, it is absolutely freezing. It says it's 5.3 degrees here in shed quarters, but I've got my coat on, my jumper on, a woolly hat. I was going to put my gloves on as well, but I think I need my fingers for various operations, so maybe not. So this is the new Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. Now, I'm not running on the Noble Pro at the moment because the main thing that I need to sort out is my cameras. This camera right in front of me here is directly pointed at the techno gym, and it's very difficult to turn it round so it points at the Noble Pro. And even then, all my buttons, hang on a minute, let me show you. Oh dear. All my buttons are here on the techno gym, and they would need to kind of go over there. So there are a few technical things I need to sort out about the session on the Noble Pro. Tina has already connected with Kinni. Tina, are you subscribed to the Kinni app then? because I'm not subscribed to the Kinni app. Even though I'm a Noble Pro ambassador, I'm not subscribed to the Kinni app. So if I'm going to connect my Kinni app to my Noble Pro, I need a subscription. So we need to sort that out as well. But this is the first. We've rebranded. We've renamed the event. That's the first start. Right. Let me talk to everyone in game. Oh, when I've got the companion app working. I haven't got any chat at the moment on the companion app. Bear with me. Start getting your treadmills up to 12% if you're running the event with me. You're on the beta testing. Yeah, for some reason I'm not on the beta testing. I don't know why. I should be, shouldn't I? I'm not listed on the beta testing. Anyway, never mind. Right, I'm just waiting for my phone to connect. Oh, that's why it's not connecting. Hang on a minute. I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi network. Orbi, that's what we want. We want the Orbi network. And now it should connect. Come on, it's taking its time. Oh, I just hope it warms up. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Right, now we should start to connect. There we go. Okay, let's chat. Welcome to the Film My Run 500. Please set your treadmills at 12%. Oh, Lucy's watching. Lucy, right. Could you please get me on that beta for the Kinni app so that I can do Fitcast from the Noble Pro to Zwift? Because I can't do it any other way. I went to sign in this morning and it said I had to subscribe. So yeah, Lucy, if you can get me sorted out for that. So what we're going to do in time is, you see at the top there it says Film My Run 500 with Stephen Cousins. That will be changed to Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. Yes, Lucy, usual email address, yes. And then we'll have the Noble Pro logo as well instead of the Film My Run logo. And then we can get things going. Right, Tina says I've programmed this workout into Kinni, so hopefully it'll do it automatically. Yeah, well that's the other thing, Tina. I've programmed it in as well. But did you program in the lead in? Because there's about 200 meters of lead in as well that I've programmed into my app. So it's important that you do that because you'll start the event 200 meters before the rest of us. Do you get what I mean? Anyway, okay. Oh, and I haven't even put my incline up. What's going on? Oh, it's so cold. Now somebody's ringing the front doorbell. Okay. So everyone should have their treadmills at 12%, whether you're on a Noble Pro or not. And we are going to start climbing. We are climbing 500 meters of ascent. I forgot to put my incline up, having told you guys to do it. Lucy, I am on iOS. Yeah, Apple iPhone. Louise says, I'm getting left behind due to the lead-in. You're all ahead, having to do a little catch-up. Right, Tina says she was 100 metres short in programming the lead-in. Yeah, I think, to be exact, I think it's about 180 metres. But the other problem is, Tina, we were thinking of changing courses, weren't we? From France to somewhere else. So it might be that we change that and the lead-in will be different again. So we'll need to work that out, how we do that. But yeah, I tried the app. Oh, hang on a minute. My mother-in-law's at the door. I've got to answer the door. Yeah. Tell him I've already taken it to the post office. It's gone already. Thank you. It was the postman at the door, waiting for a package that I've already sent. Right, yeah, Tina's going to be a little bit ahead of everybody else. That's all right, Tina. No worries. We start a gentle jog at the arch. Make sure to rise up on your toes so your heels do not touch the floor for the rest of the run. Okay, so when we get to the arch, we're going to start jogging, and we get up on the toes, up on the balls of the feet. So we're strengthening our calf muscles, working the calf muscles. So cold. I've got the remainder of my coffee. Here's my Adidas coffee mug. It's a tin mug, which I got from Chamonix. That holds my coffee now. Here we go. Up on the balls of your feet. Let's start jogging. Right. Who else have we got with us today? Emerson, Clive Finnimore, Christoph Hermans. Hi, Christoph. Tina, Clive, Grace Mann, Nini from Germany. Hello, guys. Thanks for joining today. And Louise Isaacson is a little bit behind. She says, I'm on my own now, but we'll carry on as it's finally started. Sorry, Louise. We are with you back there in spirit. Yeah. Clive says, Mr. C has a coat. Oh, no, is that... Tina says, I've got a coat on. Yeah, I am wearing a coat, as well as a jumper. We'll see how much I take off by the end. Right, why does Amy say she feel like a giant? Grace Mann is going to try for 6% on the treadmill today. Well done, Grace. Right, Amy, explain the situation. Why are you so tall? Louise, you could always run flat and catch us up. Well, it's nice to have you back with us on the Film My Run 500, Amy. Ah! And it's a hello from Noble Pro. Hello, Noble Pro. Alright, so Noble Pro themselves have logged in and joined. Are you running the event with us? That's the question. I feel guilty now that I'm still on the techno gym. I promise I'll have it sorted out. The idea is, from now on, we use this as a Noble Pro event. So, promoting the Noble Pro treadmill, which we know is the best smart treadmill, bang for buck, on that you can get for Zwift. And loads of us have got it on here. But the problem is, in this studio, all my cameras are set up to point at this treadmill, the Techno Gym, and the Techno Gym. The Noble Pro is to my left here, and it's what Victoria often runs on, and I run on occasionally. But if I'm live streaming on the Noble Pro, with only one person, then there's always going to be a camera, this camera here, I'm pointing at, which is going to point at the techno gym. And if there's nobody on that, then it looks a bit daft, and you know, you've got an empty screen basically. And the way I've got the camera set up, it's very difficult to turn it around to point at the Noble Pro. So this is all something we need to work on. I might need to get a new attachment for the camera, which allows me to easily swivel it to the left so it can point at the Noble Pro. And then we'll have to find a way to move these buttons so I can have them over there as well. So it's all got to be dynamically all sorted out. Because these buttons are very helpful. Not least for things like this.
Right on!
You see, I can just press them anytime I want to.
Right.
No, you didn't! You stink!
I can be rude like that as well if I want. I'm still in my coat. I'm still perfectly cold. So I'm not even ready to take my coat off yet. And we're coming up to the end of the first kilometre. 100 metres to go to the end of the first kilometre. Right, Clive says, a quick fix. Why don't you just swap the treadmills round? That's not as quick a fix as you imagine, Clive. The shed isn't big enough to easily move these around. Right. Apparently, Noble Pro can 3D print us some brackets to move the buttons. That would be awesome. Yeah, because at the moment my buttons are stuck to this fascia here, so I'd have to kind of pull them off. We can sort it out. I'm sure we can sort this out. Yes, right, okay. Now, right, everyone's now giving me reasons why this is a lot easier than I'm making it out to be. 1 kilometre in. Let's speed up now. 6 kilometres per hour. Keep on your toes. Let's keep moving. Let's keep climbing this hill. Speed up now to 6 kilometres per hour. Now on the Noble Pro, if you have connected your Kinni app, the the speed will automatically increase. So this is the difference between using a standard treadmill and just Zwift on its own. There is no automatic control. So if I want to speed up, I have to manually increase the speed. On the treadmill to my left, the Noble Pro, it will automatically increase the speed and the incline. And it will work for other treadmills. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work for the MyRun, but that's the MyRun's fault, because the MyRun doesn't broadcast the right kind of signal. Unfortunately, it doesn't do what's called Bluetooth FTMS, fitness training something system. Anyway, 3 kilometres to go of the Film My Run 500. We're on our toes and we're trying to keep the heart rate low. It's not going to happen today because I'm talking lots. But ideally, we want to be relaxed and we want to keep the heart rate below 150. Tina Beard is feeling very relaxed and very smug, with her automatic changes. Yeah, Noble Pro says Kinni will control both speed and incline. So the idea is you connect your treadmill to the Kinni app, and then you connect the Kinni app to Zwift through something called Fitcast. So, you know when you go to the pairing screen on Zwift, you would connect, rather than connecting the Noble Pro treadmill or the Techno Gym treadmill, you would connect the Kinni app, and it would be called Fitcast. There we go, temporary fix. Actually, I'm going to try something else as well. Let's see if this looks any good or terrible. Right. 1.5 kilometres in. Heart rate is relaxing a little bit now. Amy Green is just ahead of me. Emerson just behind me. We've got quite a good group actually of people all running together. Jeff Partridge, hello Jeff. He says the Outlook and the Microsoft Teams servers have gone down at work. I should have signed up for this run instead. Right, I'm trying to get the Noble Pro logo now on the screen. Scran. I haven't heard that word for a long time. Jeff, Clive Finnemore says it's almost time for scran. If you don't know what scran is, dinner, food. So, Jeff Partridge says yes, early scran. And an hour in my... what? An hour in my pit? Maybe he means pain cave. Oh, bed. An hour in his bed. You're going to bed in the middle of the day? By the way, I am just trying to look at my my Zwift stream and try and get the Noble Pro logo on the screen somewhere. 1 mile done. Louisa Isaacson has now rejoined the run where we are. Nice to have you with us, Louise. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Right. Okay, that's a bit big, isn't it? Let's see if we can make it a bit smaller. Now it looks too small, but I'll leave it there for the time being. It might be time to take the coat off. Okay, coat is off. I've still got the jumper on though. Right, Leaf on. He's asking, what does shed quarters mean? Okay, have you heard of the word headquarters? So headquarters is where a company is based. It's where the head of operations is. It's where the centre of operations is for a company. So this is my headquarters. It's the headquarters of Zwift Run channel and Film My Run. So because we're in a shed, it is an amusing pun, an amusing play on words to call it shed quarters. Like headquarters, you see. Well done, everyone. Time for another speed increase. Okay, we're going to go up to 6.5 kph now. If you are on a Noble Pro, if you are connected via the Kinni app, this will do it automatically if you've programmed the workout in like Tina has. And like we will on Thursday. So we're doing this again on Thursday. We do this every Tuesday and every Thursday. At the same time, we climb 500 metres. So if you're new here, hello, welcome along, thanks for joining. And what we do is we run on our toes, trying to keep it as relaxed as possible. So we are increasing the strength in our calf muscles and quadriceps, whilst relaxing our hamstrings, or at least not straining our hamstrings. You don't have to run at 12% if that's too much for you. But the idea is that we don't overtax our cardiovascular system too much. We do not want to be in zone 5 heart rate for this run. So it's supposed to feel relatively easy. Hello, Darren. Darren Bandit in the house. Welcome along. Emma's is at 80%, 8% on the treadmill, building up slowly. Nice one, Emma's, no problem. So yeah, you're perfectly able to do anything under 12%. Do it. Don't feel you have to be at 12%. Some people are at 6%. Some people are at 8%. And if we look down here, you can see, oh, hang on a minute. Go back to there. That says 12 there. So you can see that I am on 12% on my treadmill. Clive says, well done, everyone. We're over halfway now. Heart rate 132 for Tina, and she's at 6%. 146 for me on 12%. Darren says, I've just finished a 25k bike ride this afternoon. An excellent ZLDR speed session. 4 by 6 minutes at 3:38 per kilometre. So if you want to join Darren this afternoon, ZLDR speed session, 4 times 6 minutes at 3:36 per kilometre for Darren. That's what he'll be doing. You don't have to do that pace, by the way. The ZLDR speed session, you can go whatever speed is good for you. Make sure you test yourself, make sure you push yourself, but you don't have to be going as fast as Darren. Right, just over a mile to go of the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. Tina is currently running the Noble Pro Kinni app, and she has programmed this workout into her Kinni app and connected the treadmill, and all the speed changes are being automatically changed on her treadmill, so she's not having to do anything manually for this workout at all. Leifon says, it's impossible to gain 500 metres of elevation in such a flat place where I live. So that's why we do this session. If you live somewhere flat, you live somewhere where you cannot get that kind of elevation, then come and join us every Tuesday and Thursday for the Film My Run 500, where we will climb 500 metres in just 4.2 kilometres. It only takes us 41 minutes. Great little morning workout for you twice a week. We are 2.5k in, we have a mile to go, 1 mile left. 1 mile remaining. Stay up on your toes. That would be good, right? If I could have some detachable bracket, easily detachable stream decks here. So I could easily move my buttons from here to the Noble Pro treadmill. So I can just take them off. Because at the moment they're stuck on with that Velcro stuff. So really looking forward to being able to do that, and then we can get going on the Noble Pro for this session. So approaching the next arch, 250 metres. Just trying to talk a bit less. It might not seem it, but I'm trying to talk a bit less now to bring my heart rate down a bit. I've already hit 150 ages ago, so I'm out of the game. We play a little game, if you are not aware. We play a little game on this session. If you can keep your heart rate below 150, you win. No one ever does, very rarely. And if you do go over 150, then you have to take your coat, your metaphoric virtual coat, and leave by the rear exit. So I've already left, I've already collected my coat. Normally we have somebody looking after the coats. I think it's Grace today, I'm not sure. Who is looking after my coat today? Question mark. I thought it might be Grace, but it could be Louise. Right, Grace is on coats. Okay, Grace, would you please find mine as I have already hit 150? Louise says she's hot now. Oh yeah, Tina says, I'd say collect your coat, but you have it on. Well, I have now taken it off. I've just got a jumper on now. My real life coat is over there on the sofa now. Okay, coming up to the next change now. 3 kilometers in to the run. Let's step it up again. So here we go. And Tina has the joy of her treadmill automatically increasing speed. So she can just concentrate on running and concentrate on being safe on the treadmill without having to think about other things. All she has to do is move with the speed of the belt as it increases. Tina says, oh, it is a joy. Yeah. So I've got, and that's the other thing. You cannot forget, can you? If the treadmill speed changes automatically, you can't forget to do it like I just did then. Remember, this is a low heart rate session. Ellipsis. If your heart rate goes above 150 BPM, collect your coat from Grace and leave by the rear exit. Leafon, yes, it's very cold here. Almost freezing outside. Inside here, inside the shed quarters, 8 degrees Celsius, 8 degrees. But I am getting warm now. Less than a kilometre to go. Tina, are you an Instagram person? I can't remember. If you are an Instagram person, Tina, can you do a Noble Pro hashtag post photo for this event? I will as well. Leafon says, so you've got no central heating. Well, as I explained earlier, Leafon, I'm in the shed, and the shed is not part of the house. So the shed is in the garden, and we don't have central heating in the shed, no. We have central heating in the house, but not in here. As you can see behind me, that's the garden behind me. And then the house is beyond the garden. But also, because of the heating crisis at the moment, all of us, a lot of people here in the UK are turning the heating down to save money because fuel, electricity and gas is so expensive now. What with the problems with the war in Ukraine, with lorry drivers, with the general cost of living increase, a lot of people are being very careful about how much they spend on heating, and that includes us. Okay, Tina, no worries, don't worry, it's fine. Clive will do a Noble Pro hashtagged post, and I will as well. Amy Green will as well. Thanks, guys. Yes, shed is like, it's a building outside where usually people keep tools and paint and the lawnmower and things like that. Like a garage, a bit like a garage, but you don't keep your car in the shed. $600 meters to go. Full stop. If this is hurting your calf muscles, that is a good thing. Full stop. Keep going. Tina says she's sweating now. Heart rate 144. Heart rate 152 for me. But I think I am going to manage to keep my jumper on for the entire run, and my hat. Understood, Leafon, I understand. No problem. Leafon, we are all friends on Zwift. We are all friends on Zwift. No problem. Thank you for joining the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. Back next Tuesday with more of the same. And if you really want to work hard, we will do this session again in 2 days on Thursday. Keep your treadmill incline up to the very end, but go as fast as you like at the arch. Have a superb rest of your day. thanks to everyone supporting the event. Okay, up to 8 kph now for the last 200 metres. Tina's hit 150, she's out. Well done everyone, says Amy. If anyone watching and taking part is on Instagram and would like to do an Instagram post hashtagging Noble Pro and film my run, that would be awesome. Just coming to the end of the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro, using the Kinni app to automatically increase speed and incline on this 500 metre climb in the morning here at the Film My Run shed quarters. And we're just crossing the line now. Done. Hard work. When you get to the end there, heart rate went up to 163 BPM. Noble Pro says, well done everyone, thank you. So we'll do this again on Thursday. And as we go through the next few weeks, we will gradually make the stream a little bit more aligned with Noble Pro. So obviously we'll be using the Noble Pro treadmill and the Kinni app, and just going to try and promote Noble Pro treadmills a little bit more than we do on the channel already, because they are, in my opinion, and I know a lot of people who have them for Zwift, the best. I mean, I was going to say budget, but affordable. The best affordable smart treadmill you can get. Of course, there are more expensive treadmills. But, you know, we can't all afford a Woodway forefront at £5,000, can we? So, the Noble Pro is really the best smart treadmill you can get for the money. And the team, as you can see, Noble Pro themselves have joined us on the stream today. That's how committed they are to Zwift and to improving the product and making our lives better as treadmill runners. So, props to them for improving the product, keeping on engaging with the Zwift community, because that's another important thing, is talking to the users all the time about how to improve their product. I'm running on the My Run, the Techno-Gym My Run right now. We never hear from them. They never speak to us. They never have any communication with us. They're not in any way interested in supporting us. And that's just the way it is, you know. But Noble Pro are right on the money with us all the time. So if you ever had a problem with your Noble Pro treadmill as well, they're right there. You know, they're going to answer you within a few minutes. You know. So anyway, there we are. That's the Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro done. And we'll be back on Thursday for more of the same. I'm going to have a shower. Notice I didn't take my jumper off. It is that cold. I did not take my jumper off for the whole run. So there we are. Take care, everyone. We will see you. No live stream tonight, by the way. Christmas meal for the running club. Outdoors. Not outdoors at all. Christmas meal for the outdoor run club. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So we are out having our Christmas party tonight. So no live stream tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with the Wednesday workout, most likely. Tough workout tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Noble Pro just saying, signing off, we want to support the community. Thank you, Noble Pro. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.